Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from JedCoburnus.com. I'm coming to you from Roseau, Minnesota. This is Talk Therapy, a tool that I use to get past my analytical mind and think out loud and put it all out there. Here we go. Today's weather, it is 13 degrees above zero. Whoa. Yeah, sunny, hence the specs, right? The shaded specs. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because I get to go do a podcast episode with Cody, Off the Cuff, season 3, episode 2. And yeah, it's a ton of fun. Why not, right? Like, I'm excited because this is what I do with him, except it's not on video. Like, I suppose we could set it up on video, but yeah, we just go audio, podcast, whatever. But we seriously just sit there and talk the whole time. And it's basically capturing our friends, right? Our friendship. And it basically, like, if you ever sat down with one of your really good friends, one that you could have any conversation with, there's no, like, bullshit of, oh no, I said the wrong thing or I might offend you, but, like, none of that. And just, like, had a great, deep conversation. And you're like, man, I really wish, we would have recorded that. Well, that's what we do. Even if it's not great and deep, like, we just record the conversation because you just never know if it's gonna be just a crazy good, like I'm glad that I had that experience. And then we capture it and share it out to the world, and we don't really ever listen to it, but apparently other people do. 20,700, so we're almost at 21,000 people. That's crazy to me. 21,000 people listen to that podcast, and I don't know what. Nothing special. Like, it's just two dudes hanging out, recording the conversation, and I mean, it's entertaining as shit. Like, we both have our quirks. Cody has a gift of putting things into a way different perspective than most people would ever think, and then I don't really know what I bring to the table. I bring to the table just the random shit, right? Like the randomness, and as far as the podcast goes, but to the friendship, like, we both have our strengths. We both love life, for what it is. We've had a past that has been interesting. Probably, we all have, but it's fun as fuck. Like, I don't have many friends who I would consider a friend, and I don't talk openly with many people because they don't understand. They're not at that level, and that's okay. That's no judgment. That's just what it is. But for me, if it's not my family, then, consider yourself fucking lucky that I'm paying attention to you. And not from an egotistical way. It just is what it is, right? Like, I want to pay attention to those who pay attention to me, which is my family. And anybody past that, whatever. Like, I'm making time for somebody, and that's a big deal. That's a big deal to me anyway. Like, I haven't seen my kids all day. I haven't seen my wife all day. And I'm going to go hang with Cody for an hour, and we'll hit record for an hour. And, we have a couple of supporters. Actually, it's more than a couple. We have a few supporters. And that is cool as shit, right? Like, we're even getting somebody to pay us to do this. It's not a lot, but it's somebody's paying, right? Like, somebody's paying to support the podcast. Like, even 99 cents, even $1 a month, you're still like, yeah, I'll support that. That's huge to me. Like, I'm blown away. And anybody can do that, right? Like, anybody can support it. Just head to iTunes and Apple Podcasts, wherever you can see a podcast, wherever you can listen to a podcast, you just search Off the Cuff Jed Cody, right? And then go to it, listen to it. And if you want to support us, you can just, there's a link, hit that link, and then, do it up. Get out the old debit card, credit card, whatever, and put your numbers in, and I'll get a notification, and I'll be like, hell yeah, shout out to you, thank you so much, right? Like, that's what happened. And it continues to grow. Like, more and more people listen to this podcast every day. I'm blown away by it, but that's why, we went months without doing one episode, well, for a lot of different reasons, but we got sick, my whole family got sick, and it was okay. It was way okay. Like, nothing was bad. It was just, this isn't working, you get this going on, that going on. But we figured out that right after work, at Cody's house, that's probably the best place for us. That's the best time for us. We used to do like Friday nights, like every Friday night, and then it got later and later and later and later. And here we are at like 10 p.m. trying to hang out, right? And like fucking like be energetic or whatever. And like be a friend to one another and capture that. And it just wasn't working. So, but we both knew we're on to, we're on to something here with this type of podcast, and we didn't want to give it up, and we haven't, right? So 3 years running, and we just keep going. So, season 3, episode 2 coming up in, 40 minutes or so, 20 minutes. I don't know. We're just going to hang out. So, and then whenever I can upload the episode. So, our mics, one of the mic cords took a shit, so that sucks. So I have yet to replace that. But these phones, man, like it's not perfect, but for some reason people still listen to it. But these phones have a really good mic. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not perfect, but listen to what you're hearing right now. Yes, is there a lot of road noise or whatever? Sure. But when we're in this place, it's quiet. There might be a little bit of a feedback or whatever it is. Nothing nuts though. Like sometimes when we move the mics, when we're all hooked up and stuff, there's more feedback from that than there is this phone. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed by the microphone from this phone. We just hit record, just like we did, 3 years ago. We didn't have any mics. We weren't mic'd up, but yeah. So it's what we do. Every single day you got to just do something to further yourself, to better yourself, whatever that looks like. And man, that's definitely one of them. We don't do it every day. It'd be sweet to do like 3 times a week, just hang out, because he brings out some solid depth from me, and I would like to think I do the same for him, and it's just fun, right? It's just fun to hang with somebody. You don't have to worry about what you're saying or gonna say. You just kind of be like, fuck you, guy. And he's like, yeah, okay, fuck you. All right, cool. Like whatever. That's great. That's fucking, you can't get any better than that. That's my opinion, but yeah. So that's it, right? I'm jacked for that. Just being cool, being true, and hanging with a really good friend. So hopefully, I don't know with this episode, I don't know if this session it does anything, but share it out if it was entertaining or it changed your perspective or whatever. Pay it forward, please. I would really appreciate it. Cobra Nation, I love you guys, and as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.